25, Chase Lambert. Starting pitcher today for your HarbourCats, number 27, Dominic Kapuzian. All right, making their way onto the field for a ceremonial first pitch. We've got Steve Boise, the regional sales manager for Columbia Fuels. Steve's going to tell us a little bit about what Columbia Fuels does in our community and the partnership with the HarbourCats.
I just wanted to welcome everybody to the park.
All right, first pitch today was Chase O'Keefe. Now, ladies and gentlemen, would you please rise to your count for the singing of the national anthem performed tonight by Harmony Now.
What a proud we hailed at the twilight's last evening, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight. For the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting.
Getting back to
Harmony Now, thank you very much.
From the Sports Traders Diamond inside historic Royal Athletic Park in Victoria, where tonight the Cowlitz Black Bears will play the Victoria HarbourCats. I'm Jay Longblade without my silent partner tonight, Kevin the intern. He's more silent than normal, but he is excited about the fact that the rain has gone away and baseball weather is once again back. And Victoria HarbourCats are returning to action as part of the wild card race in the West Coast League. Bellingham, Kelowna, and Bend have substantial leads in their respective divisions and are headed to the postseason, which begins next month. But there are a handful of clubs seeking that final playoff berth. Right now, Corvallis leads Yakima by a game and a half, with Walla Walla 2 back the HarbourCats are 2.5 games out of a playoff spot. So this is a vital series for the Cats, who are rained out Sunday, and yesterday was a scheduled day off, so they are raring to go. While the Bears were swept over the weekend by Kitsap, Cowlitz trying to snap a 5-game losing streak here this evening. Cowlitz has won 4 of the first 6 meetings this year. This will be the final 3 as they play at 6:35 again tomorrow night and at 1:05 on Thursday afternoon to complete the season series. And it's been a high-scoring series. 79 runs have been scored between these two clubs. The HarbourCats winning 17-6 back on June 17th after dropping a pair of games by a score of 3-2. And tonight's starting pitcher, Dominic Dupuzian, was the first of those 3-2 pitchers to take a loss. And tonight, he will face this lineup for the Black Bears. It's Ryan Aguilar in center field, Slate Miller in left field batting second. Logan Archibald is the DH batting third, with Bowen Ogata, the catcher, batting fourth. Batting fifth is Dominic DeMarco, the second baseman. Casey Henderson, the shortstop, is batting sixth. Hunter Cullen in right field batting seventh. Sean Sutton at first base batting eighth. Hank Lafort at third base batting ninth. And Callahan Neely will make the start tonight for the Cowlitz Black Bears. And this is the lineup that he will pitch against, handed in by manager Greg Merritt. The DH is Kevin Collard. He will bat first. Then Griffin Andrechuk, the second baseman. Austin Gabor in center field batting third. AJ Alcantara in right field hitting fourth, with Jackson Thorson doing the catching batting fifth. Ben Polschuk hitting sixth playing left field. PJ Floyd is at first base hitting seventh. Alex DeGote at shortstop batting eighth, with Chase Lambert batting ninth, playing third base with Dom Dupuzian on the mound. Scott Eckert will call the balls and strikes. Jared Roberts at third base, at Matt Lowndes from Smithers, BC, is over at first base tonight. The starting lineups were brought to you by Wilson Transportation, locally owned and operated since 1962, with over 90 vehicles to rent, the official carrier of the Victoria HarbourCats. And your official start time tonight is 6:37. First pitch, ball one to Ryan Aguilar, the center fielder for the Black Bears, batting .250. Here's a drive to right center field and deep. This one is well back, and it is over the wall. It's a 1-0 lead for Cowlitz on the second pitch of the game. 1-0 for the visitors. Aguilar with his first home run of the West Coast League season. Now 23 RBI on the year. A quick start for the Black Bears from Longview, Washington. That'll bring up Slate Miller. Dupuzian's pitch is down Douglas Street, strike one. Dupuzian's last start was on Thursday at Bellingham. He went 7 innings, allowed 2 runs on 7 hits. Walked 4, struck out 6. Breaking ball. Miller swings and misses. 0-2 on the left fielder for Cowlitz, who have a 1-0 lead. 2-strike pitch is well outside. Jackson Thorson stretching out to grab that one. Dupuzian 3-4 on the season with an ERA of 3.18. In 54 innings, he's walked 12 and struck out 37. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Dupuzian was the HarbourCats representative at the All-Star game in Bellingham. Pitched 1 shutout inning that night. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball. Good recovery by Dupuzian after the home run by Aguilar. He strikes out Miller. Now it's Logan Archibald, batting .268 with 4 home runs, 29 runs batted in. Archibald leading the Black Bears in those 2 categories. Overall, Cowlitz hits .249 as a team with 15 home runs. Fastball for a strike. Cowlitz coming in with 17 wins on the year. The HarbourCats with 20. Breaking ball is just off the outside edge. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Logan Archibald. On June 20th, when the Black Bears defeated the HarbourCats here 12-8, Archibald had 4 RBI in that game. A game that Cowlitz led at one point 10-1. HarbourCats got back into it, but then the Black Bears pulled away late. And on the 19th here, it was an extra inning win. But Cowlitz scoring 3 times in the 10th to defeat the HarbourCats 11-8. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Dupuzian. And even though Cowlitz has won 4 of the 6 games, the HarbourCats have outscored the Black Bears 43-36 in the season series. HarbourCats have scored 213 runs this year, and the Black Bears 209. So this should be an even series, but with the Cats playing at home, they need wins, and they need to stay in pace with Corvallis and Yakima and Walla Walla in that wild card race. Archibald takes a strike. Or check that, Bowen Ogata takes a strike. Ogata batting .221 with 11 runs batted in. Ground ball towards the hole. Shortstop Degody will field it. The long throw across, and it bounces over the top of P.J. Floyd, who went out to try to scoop it, but there's nothing to scoop. I expect that to be an infield single, as Degody had to go far into the hole, but no, it's rule and error. Degody charged with a throwing error. Dominic DeMarco will be the batter. DeMarco batting .205. A couple of home runs and 10 runs batted in. 1-0 for Cowlitz in the top of the first. A runner on with 2 out. Fastball is inside, ball 1. It is Chase Lambert at third base tonight with Alex Degody at shortstop, Griffin Andrechuk at second base, P.J. Floyd at first base, Ben Polchuk in left field, Austin Gabor in center field with A.J. Alcantara in right field. Jackson Thorson is the catcher. That one goes off the glove of Floyd, and Ogata takes his time. Now he decides, yes, I'm going to go, and he gets there standing. So it's 2 errors in the top of the first. That one should be charged to Floyd. Nothing wrong with the throw by Dupuzian. Ogata has only tried to steal twice this season, and he's been successful 1 out of 2. He's now at second base. The pitch, high for a ball. Ryan Aguilar at the second pitch of the game for a home run. Runner at second base with 2 men out. 2-1 the count. On the Cowlitz second baseman, and the pitch from Dupuzian is swung on a miss. He's got a good changeup going tonight. That's how he struck out Miller and Archibald. Dupuzian's ERA over the last 5 games that he has pitched is 4.26. The team is 1-4 in those 5 outings, but he hasn't had much support offensively. And the HarbourCats have only scored 15 runs for Dupuzian in his last 5 starts. Time is called before we get to the 2-1 pitch. A pickoff attempt at second, but Dupuzian will just step off as his shortstop Degody had broken to the bag. So Dupuzian's trying to get his rhythm back here. The home run by Aguilar, then the back-to-back strikeouts of Miller and Archibald. A tough play at short, ruled an error on Degody, and then the throwing error moved the runner to second. 2-2 now on DeMarco with 2 men out. HarbourCats were rained out on Friday against Walla Walla. managed to get in a doubleheader on Saturday and swept the Sweets. And after just a half an inning on Sunday, the rain came back, causing that game to be washed out. So after what was an extremely busy schedule for the HarbourCats, all of a sudden it's settled down. So they should be fresh. The only really good news for Greg Merritt and his coaching staff is that his pitchers should be fresher than normal, because they only threw 14 innings on the weekend as opposed to 27. The pitch is chopped out in front of the plate, and Deposian's throw is on target and in time. The leadoff home run by Ryan Aguilar puts Cowlitz ahead, with the HarbourCats coming up on Shaw TV and HarbourCats.com.
If you're 12 or under, line up the game on the first base side between sections 6 and 7 after the game. Remember to grab the program, get an autograph. When the HarbourCats hit their first home run of the game, someone who was entered their program prize form is winning a free pair of custom HarbourCats fans. The bag of shoes that is your baggins and blast. Fans, check out Valentis on the main concourse. Ask him about a demonstration on grain paint. Sounds interesting. All right, fans, if you look towards the Cats dugout, we've got Kate. Kate is our Kiss FM bat boy of the game. He's bringing the bat out, gets this thing started. Leading off for your HarbourCats, the designated hitter from San Diego, number 37, Kevin Collard.
Callahan Neely is the pitcher for the Cowlitz Black Bears. The first pitch in tight for a ball. Neely is 6'2", a slender 165, from Bellevue, Washington, a suburb of Seattle. Collard fouls one straight back. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1-0 Cowlitz in the bottom of the first. And the first inning brought to you by Alex Burns and Associates. Island Investing made easy at VictoriaRealEstate.com. Collard takes high. Hank Laforte, the third baseman, even with the bag. Casey Henderson is the shortstop. Dominic DeMarco at second base. Sean Sutton at first base. Slate Miller in left field. Ryan Aguilar in center field. Hunter Cullen is the right fielder, with Bowen Ogata catching tonight for the Black Bears, who have dropped 5 games in a row. Their last victory was on Thursday, and they've had trouble scoring runs. Swing and a miss. Collard goes after one out of the zone, and it's a strikeout for Neely. Second baseman Griffin Andrechuk comes to the plate batting .333 with a home run and 10 runs batted in. Last time the Black Bears won was on the Tuesday of last week. They defeated Corvallis 5-3. But offense has been the problem, as they've scored 3 runs or less in 5 of their last 7 games and in 9 of their last 13 games. Andrechuk thought that pitch was too tall. Scott Eckhart says, nope, that's the top of the strike zone. Neely's pitch is high, definitely. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-0 Cowlitz in inning number 1. Bases empty, 1 man out. Andrechuk plays at Seattle University, a product of Nanaimo. Takes a strike. That's a tough pitch to hit right there. Knee high, right over the outside corner. A ball and 2 strikes on the HarbourCats second baseman. Andrechuk hit .271 for the HarbourCats last summer. Fouls the pitch back. Cowlitz having problems scoring runs, but over the weekend against a weak hitting Kitsap team, they gave up 23 runs in 3 games. So they're really trying to rebound here as they come to Victoria for the second and last time. The pitch is very high from Neely. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Griffin Andrechuk with 1 out. Austin Gabor is waiting on deck. One nothing for Cowlitz. Neely's pitch is foul to the screen. 6:35 tomorrow night and 1:05 on Thursday afternoon here at Sports Traders Diamond. The Black Bears and the HarbourCats in a vital series. Cowlitz trying to get back into the wild card race. HarbourCats trying to climb the ladder in the wild card division, with Walla Walla, Yakima, and Corvallis just ahead of them. Andrechuk takes that pitch just off the outside corner. It's now 3-2. Corvallis comes in at 23-19. Yakima 22-21. Walla Walla 21-21. The HarbourCats are at 20-21. So it's tightly bunched. 3-2 pitch outside. Andrechuk draws a walk. Center fielder Austin Gabor with a runner at first base and 1 out. Batting .277 with 17 runs batted in. Gabor had the big hit on Saturday in Game 2 of the doubleheader. He had a grand slam. HarbourCats won that game 7-6 after winning the opening game 3-2. Friday night's game never got started, and on Sunday, all the Cats got in was a half an inning. Beautiful night, though, in the North Park neighborhood for Game 1 of this 3-game series. And the weather should hold throughout the set. Oh, 0-1 the count on Gabor. Andrechuk, the runner at first base with 1 man out. Neely's pitch, a strike. Infield at double play depth. Outfield fairly shallow in left and center. The right fielder Hunter Cullen showing some respect for Gabor. Probably aware of his grand slam heroics on Saturday night. Breaking ball is too high. 1-2 the count on Austin Gabor, who hails from Campbell, California, and plays at Fresno State University. 1-0 for Cowlitz in the bottom of the first. A throw to first by Neely. HarbourCats have stolen 66 bases in their 41 games. The Cats right now hitting .246. Facing a Cowlitz team that has an ERA of 4.36. Swinging a foul back. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Austin Gabor with a runner at first base and 1 man out. Neely comes into this game number 4 in the West Coast League in ERA at 1.71. The 1-2 pitch. Fastball misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Gabor. The 2-2 pitch with Andrechuk running, swing and a miss. Andrechuk safe at second on the high throw by Ogata, but Gabor strikes out. So a runner at second base with 2 men out for A.J. Alcantara. A home run and 9 runs batted in for the right fielder, hitting .295.
Number 30, A.J. Alcantara.
Runner at second base with 2 men out. The first pitch from Neely is high for a ball. In game 1 on Saturday, Alcantara was 0 for 3, but he did have an RBI in the 3-2 win over Walla Walla, and was a pinch hitter in game 2 and drew a walk against the Sweets in the HarbourCats 7-6 win. HarbourCats have won 3 of their last 4. To go back to last Wednesday for the victory at Bellingham, then a 2-0 loss against the Bells in Washington State on Thursday. The doubleheader sweep of Walla Walla on Saturday night. And now trailing the Black Bears of Cowlitz 1-0 in the bottom of the first. Fisted foul by Alcantara. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 2 men out. Griffin Andrechuk at second base. Callahan Neely with the pitch. High again. 3-2 the count. Should Alcantara reach here with 2 men out, then Jackson Thorson could get a chance to hit in the first inning. With Cowlitz ahead 1-0 on the home run by Ryan Aguilar. Alcantara, the cleanup hitter, sees the center fielder Ryan Aguilar playing very shallow. That pitch is high, so a second walk in the first inning to go with 2 strikeouts. Brings up Jackson Thorson. HarbourCats catcher batting .268. No home runs, 18 runs batted in. Thorson does have 5 doubles among his 22 hits for the HarbourCats this summer. Griffin Andrechuk at second. A.J. Alcantara, the runner at first with 2 men out. 1-0 for Cowlitz in the bottom of the first. Neely delivers strike 1 to Thorson. Thorson had an RBI in Game 2 on Saturday night, officially 0 for 2 in the game. Swing and a miss. The pitch by Neely. Oh, and 2 the count on Thorson. 2 men out with 2 men on. And a foul to play. On to Vancouver Street. In the beautiful neighborhood of North Park. With Pembroke Street beyond the left field fence, Cook Street beyond the right field fence. Vancouver Street behind us, down the right field line, it's Caledonia Avenue. A nice crowd settling in on a Tuesday night, the first of 3 with the Cowlitz Black Bears. There's a deep drive to right by Thorson. This one's going to get up, and get out. Jackson Thorson will touch them all. The HarbourCats now lead 3-1. First home run of the season for Thorson. Andrechuk and Alcantara score ahead of him, so those walks come home to roost. Thorson now with 21 RBI. Hitting the HarbourCats' 23rd home run of the season.
Now batting for your HarbourCats, the left fielder from Cowlitz, San Luis Obispo, number 26, Brandon.
Jason Mackey with a quick trip to the mound, trying to settle down his right-hander, who attends Linfield College. (3-1) now for the HarbourCats. Seventh meeting of the season between these two clubs, and as we mentioned, even though Cowlitz has won 4 out of 6, there have been plenty of runs scored. June 17th, down in Longview, HarbourCats won 17-6. Kevin Collard was 3 for 3 in that game. PJ Floyd had 5 RBI. Nick Meyer was 4 out of 5. That was after a pair of 3-2 defeats. And Neely pitched the second one on June 16th. Gave up just 1 earned run in 6 innings against the HarbourCats as Ben Polschuk steps in on the right side. Ball 1 to Polschuk. You mentioned that home run for Thorson was his first of the summer, and playing at St. Mary's College this spring, in 34 games, he hit 1 home run. Neely with the pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-1 on Polschuk. Ben is hitting .279. He was 0 for 3 in Game 2 on Saturday, but did have an RBI. Was 2 for 3 in Game 1 of the Twin Bill against the Walla Walla Sweets. The count is now 3-1. The pitch by Neely. And that's driven to left field for a base hit. The runner at first base with 2 men out for PJ Floyd. Floyd batting .250, 3 home runs, 16 runs batted in. Floyd was 2 for 3 in Game 2 of the doubleheader Saturday night. He takes high, ball 1. 3-1 for the HarbourCats in the first inning. They have now scored 46 runs against Cowlitz pitching. This is Game 7. They'll play again tomorrow night at 6:35 and 1:05 on Thursday afternoon. Floyd takes low. 2 balls, no strikes. Collard struck out. Andrzejczyk walked. Gabor struck out. Alcantara walked. Jackson Thorson hit a 3-run homer to right field. Polschuk followed up the home run with a single to left. And that brings us to P.J. Floyd. 2-0 the count. Swinging a foul straight back. Floyd at 6'2", 185, attends Sacramento State from Rockland, California. Floyd making his 25th appearance for the HarbourCats this season. That one's outside for a ball. 3-1 the count. Alec Adome flashing the signs at third. Joe Meggs over at first. Ben Polschuk with his lead from first base. 2 men out, 3-1 the count, and a throw to first by Neely. Andrzejczyk stole a base earlier in this inning. The next attempt for the HarbourCats will be their 100th of the season. They've been successful 67 times. Runner goes. Ball hit high in the air to right center field. This one is going to be off the bottom of the fence. Polschuk will score from first on the RBI double from P.J. Floyd. 4-1 HarbourCats. Floyd reaching the fence in right field. 17th RBI for PJ on his 5th double of the year. And Alex Degody will come up with a runner at second base and 2 men out. Degody batting .241. 8 runs batted in. 4-1 HarbourCats in the first inning. And they start to scramble right now in the Cowlitz bullpen. Callahan Neely's pitch is outside. Josh Johnson is getting loose in the Black Bears bullpen. Bueno pitch is foul back and out of play. Four runs on 3 hits here in the first inning for the HarbourCats. P.J. Floyd leads from second. The pitch to Degody is a strike over the outside corner. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 2 men out. The 1-2 pitch from Neely is high and away, ball 2. Kelowna has a 6-game lead in the East Division over Yakima. Bend has a 7.5-game bulge over Corvallis in the South, and here in the West, the HarbourCats are second, but 6.5 back of Bellingham. That's why the wild card division is the one to watch right now. Degody takes outside, ball 2. 2-2 with a runner at second and 2 out.
I had a and I had the heat on in my car and my
Corvallis, Yakima, and Walla Walla all ahead of the HarbourCats right now in the wild card division. The Cats will play Yakima next week right here at Sports Traders Diamond. Degody strikes out. Neely strikes out 3 in the inning, but gives up 4 runs on 3 hits. 4-1 for the HarbourCats after 1 inning of play on Shaw TV and HarbourCats.com.
Romeo said the Victoria HarbourCats. If you feel like something cold, creamy, and refreshing afterwards, go to Jackson's Ice Cream Truck, the best in town. Don't forget about Floyd's over on the third base side by the picnic area. All right, fans, these are our winners for that inning. Bid for lunch goes to Bill Morley. You can all collect your prizes at the info booth on the main concourse. Oil changes, Ryan Atkinson, Bill Smith, Mike Reed, L. McFarland, Kelly Olden. And congratulations to Jill Thorson, who won a pair of custom HarbourCats shoes on the home run hit by Jackson Thorson. Pick up your game program, that's how people keep winning these prizes. Program for only $2 includes a $5 credit to the casino or coupon on the tally ho. Fill out the form on page 28, you can win it. Leading off of the Black Bears is shortstop number 30, Casey Henderson.
After one inning of play. So Dominic DePuzian was not getting much support offensively lately. Gets a 4 spot in the first. So we'll see what he can do with it as the shortstop Casey Henderson will lead off the second inning, which is brought to you by the Alzheimer's Society of BC. A gift to honor a life and all of its memories. For more information, go to www.alzheimersbc.org as PJ Floyd makes a nice play and takes a potential hit away from Henderson. If it wasn't Floyd who was going to catch it, it looked like the second baseman Griffin Andrechuk was there.
Not sure which one's going to catch.
And as always, our messages from the Alzheimer's Society of BC are made possible by Lisco Irrigation and Landscaping. Hunter Cullen, the right fielder, stands in against Dominic DePuzian, the HarbourCats representative at the All-Star game last week in Bellingham. Got touched up here in the top of the first. Ryan Aguilar hit the second pitch of the game for a home run to right field, but his teammates responded nicely in the bottom of the first, scoring 4. Jackson Thorson, the catcher, receives that fastball, and it's a strike. He had the big blow, a 3-run home run. PJ Floyd with an RBI double. 4-1 HarbourCats in the second inning. The pitch is high. Cullen batting .214, making just his 9th appearance.
Okay, they just seem to be going back and forth, but they don't kind of...
1 RBI for Cullen.
I'll give it a minute and see if I can change it.
Swing and a miss. DePuzian again nicely pulls the string up with the changeup. Cullen is 6'1", 180 from Newport Beach, California. He plays at Cal State Fullerton. The pitch is popped up. Nagodi, the shortstop, with a long run, and that he won't get there. Neither will the left fielder. Polschuk left the ball behind. Nagodi picks it up. Now they throw to second, and Cullen will slide in, safe. A little hesitation by Hunter Cullen. I'm not sure if he knew where the ball was, as it got past Polschuk after the base hit. So that's a single for Cullen, but he had stopped. So there has to be an error attached, and whether it goes to Polschuk or Nagodi, I would think it would go to Polschuk. He's the one that let the ball get by him. Nagodi raced to it from his shortstop position, and it landed in for the hit, but then it bounced past Polschuk. Sean Sutton, the batter, with a runner at second base. Strike 1 from Dominic DePuzian. Sutton just 7 out of 54, a 130 average. His 7 hits have driven in 7 runs for the Black Bears. Swing and a foul at the plate. 4-1 HarbourCats in the top of the second. Sean Sutton is a teammate of HarbourCats second baseman Griffin Andrechuk at Seattle University. He's a big boy, 240 pounds, 6'4". He takes high for a ball. 1-2. Topouzian 1-4 in his last 5 starts, receiving only 15 runs of support. He gets 4 here tonight in the first inning. Sutton takes low and inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes with a runner at second base, 1 man out. Hank Lafort is on deck. Pop up in foul territory. The third baseman Lambert backs up into the shade and makes a catch.
Now back to the third baseman, number 4.
2 men out with a runner at second base for Hank Lafort. Lafort from Elk Grove, California. He'll be attending Cal State Fullerton. Topouzian will come set and then deliver with a runner at second base. And it's blocked by Thorson. That keeps Cullen at second base. The pitch outside to the third baseman. Lafort was 2 for 7 on his first trip to Victoria back in June. The 2-0 pitch. Ripped foul down the right field side. Right into the bullpen, which is vacant at the moment for the HarbourCats. The 2-1 pitch to Lafort. A little breaking ball outside, and Thorson appeared to be crossed up there as he moved out like he was going to catch a fastball, and all, next thing you know, it was a breaking pitch that almost got by him. So Thorson and Topouzian have a quick chat. 4-1 for the HarbourCats in the top of the second. Three and 1 the count on Lafort. The pitch is punched into left center field. That'll get down for a base hit. Cullen will score, and Lafort is going for 2. The tag by Andrechuk. That's your third out. As Gabor got the throw in, Lafort gets the base hit and the RBI, but then he's cut down. Got a little greedy. Bottom of the second. Coming up, Chase Lambert will lead off the inning. It's 4-2 now for the HarbourCats on Shaw TV and HarbourCats.com.
The 20-second moving only. The foul lines each game provides all the action. Watch for his photos and articles following the game on independentsportsnews.com. The staff is 20 and 21. And as the new coach of the West Coast League playoff firm, it is the University, number 25, Chase Lambert.
4-2 for the HarbourCats. Chase Lambert stepping in to face Callahan Neely in the bottom of the second inning. There's a hot shot to left on the first pitch. Lambert with a base hit. HarbourCats with 4 runs on 3 hits and 2 walks in the first inning. Lambert now 3 for his last 9. Second time around, Kevin Collard will step in. He struck out in the first inning. That 4-run outburst, much needed as the Cats had only scored 18 runs in the previous 5 games. Collard out in front of that breaking ball. Collard from Vista, California, and he'll be a freshman at the University of San Diego in the fall. The 1-strike pitch from Neely is strike 2. Griffin Andrechuk waiting on deck. Who's hot and who's not is brought to you by Freedom 55. Freedom today, freedom tomorrow. Advice that works for you. HarbourCat fans continue to be hot and lead the league. HarbourCats now at 1,805. Only team in the West Coast League over 30,000 in attendance thus far. Collard takes outside for a ball, 2-1. Dan Mayer of Medford leading the league with 11 homers. He just had a 7-game hit streak snapped as he went 0-4 last night, but he had 13 hits in his previous 7 games. He did have a walk last night, extending his streak to 8 straight being on base. He's been on base 15 times in 8 games as Collard slams one, and that'll go over the head of Aguilera. And on his horse is Lambert. He's around second, headed for third, gets the wave home, heading for third, and getting there safely with a triple is Kevin Collard. 5-2 for the HarbourCats. Already the Cats have hit for the cycle in this game. We were in the second inning. A single for Polschuk, a double for Floyd, the triple for Collard, home run for Thorson. Griffin Andrechuk and AJ Alcantara have already walked. The Cats have also struck out 3 times, so they've got it all covered against Callahan Neely. Andrechuk walked, stole a base, and scored in the first inning. He takes strike 1. Josh Johnson once again throwing in the left field corner for the Cowlitz Black Bears. And Lafort up on the grass at third. Likewise at first. This is a fly ball to Aguilera at center. Misjudged it, but makes the catch. And jogging home with run number 6 is Kevin Collard. Sacrifice fly for Griffin Andrechuk.
Number 10, Austin.
11 RBI now for the HarbourCats second baseman as Austin Gabor steps in. A strikeout victim in the first inning. Ball 1 to Gabor. The pitch, a strike. Callahan Neely coming into this game, 4th best ERA in the league at 1.71, but he has given up 6 in an inning and a third here tonight. The 1-1 pitch. Fouled over the roof and out of play. 1-2 on Gabor. Freedom 55, hot and not. The weatherman, of course, wasn't hot at all over the weekend, although gardeners were happy. Games rained out Friday and Sunday. Cowlitz has dropped 5 in a row. Bend Elks have lost 3 in a row for the first time this year. Gabor takes in the dirt. And in a trade that I don't fully understand, but I like, because I'm a huge fan of the shortstop, Troy Tulowitzki. He is now a member of the Blue Jays, as Tulowitzki was traded to the Jays from Colorado with Jose Reyes, the former Jays shortstop, going to Denver. So for the next couple of months, we get to watch Tulo, which is always a pleasure and a treat. And Tulowitzki will be part of our 5th inning trivia question as well. There's ball 4 to Austin Gabor. Third walk from Neely.
The right fielder. For UC by number 30,
AJ Alcantara walked and scored in the first inning. He was aboard when Jackson Thorson went deep. We'll have another set of Who's Hot and Who's Not, brought to you by Freedom 55 tomorrow night when these two teams play. First pitch just after 6:35. And remember, on Thursday, it's an afternoon affair. The weather should be outstanding. I'm pretty sure you're due a day off from work, at least an afternoon off. Kids are out of school. Bring them all down to Sports Traders Diamond inside Royal Athletic Park for Thursday's game if you can't make it to tomorrow night's game. 6-2, HarbourCats leading. Bottom of the second. Live tweets are always accepted at hashtag HarbourCats. Swinging a foul. And I got a piece of Bowen Ogata, Black Bears catcher. Lafort at third, Henderson at short, DeMarco at second with Sutton at first base. Miller in left field, Aguilar in center field, Cullen in right field.
Yay.
Austin Gabor inches away from first base. The pitch to Alcantara is called strike 3. Strikeout number 4. Registered by Callahan Neely. Jackson Thorson with a home run his first time up, driving in 3. Cats with 4 in the first. They've added 2 more here in the second. The pitch, a strike. Thorson hails from San Jose, California. Batted .313 as a freshman at St. Mary's College. Two men out. That one is below the knees. 1 ball, 1 strike on Jackson Thorson. HarbourCats leading 6-2. The 1-1 pitch with a runner going. It's a strike. The throw to second base and out at second. A strong throw. So the 100th steal attempt is unsuccessful for the HarbourCats. They score 2 more runs, however, on 2 hits. HarbourCats lead Cowlitz 6-2 after 2 innings of play on Shaw TV and HarbourCats.com. HarbourCats leading the Cowlitz Black Bears 6-2. Dominic DePuzian back to the mound here for the top of the third as he faces the top of the order. Ryan Aguilar hit the second pitch of the game over the fence in right center field to give the Bears a 1-0 lead. His first West Coast League home run of the season. First pitch from DePuzian is high, ball 1. Back on June 15th, down in Washington State, HarbourCats were beaten by Cowlitz 3-2. DePuzian that night went 5 2/3 and gave up 3 runs in a 3-2 loss. He's behind Aguilar. 2 balls, no strikes. The next night, the Black Bears won 3-2 once again, and that was Callahan Neely, tonight's starting pitcher, who got that victory. Line drive foul down the right field side. 2-1 on Aguilar. 6'2", 170. Plays at the University of Arizona from Yorba Linda, California. Three balls and a strike. DePuzian not quite sure where that pitch was, but Scott Eckhart says low. Swing and a miss. Good changeup. In 54 innings coming into play tonight, DePuzian had walked 12 while striking out 37. The 3-2 pitch into right field, where A.J. Alcantara applies the lever for the first out of the third inning. Third inning tonight brought to you by Sports Traders, carrying everything from yoga mats and athletic wear for the whole family to inline skates. You'll see them at 608 Discovery Street. Slate Miller struck out in the first inning. This pop-up will send Thorson, the catcher, and Floyd, the first baseman, over, and it's dropped by Thorson, which is why the first baseman should come in and call your catcher off. Looking up into the sun. Slate Miller has another life. 6-2 HarbourCats in the top of the third. HarbourCats with 6 runs on 5 hits, but it has not been a stellar defensive effort. Already charged with 3 errors in this game. And now Thorson just threw the ball into center field. So it's a little sloppy here at Sports Traders Diamond tonight, but the home side is still ahead by 4. Thorson had the big blast, a 3-run homer in the first. Kevin Collard with a RBI triple in the second inning, and then was brought home by Griffin Andrechuk's sacrifice fly. A ball and 2 strikes on Slate Miller. He's a homegrown product for the Black Bears. He swings and misses and strikes out for the second time. He's from Kelso, Washington, which is in that same area as Longview, down in the southern part of the state where the Black Bears play in Cowlitz County. That's the 40th strikeout of the season for Dominic Deposian. He fanned Lauren Archibald in the first inning. Swinging a foul out of play over Floyd's Diner on the third base side. Archibald, after the strikeout on the first inning, is now 3 for his last 20. (6-2) for the HarbourCats at the top of the third. Breaking ball is over the outside edge for a strike. Archibald from Renton, Washington, but plays in the Cowlitz area at Lower Columbia College. 6'2" left-hand hitter takes outside for a ball. 1-2 the count. Bases empty, and 2 men out here in the top of the third. That pitch is very high. 2-2 the count. Archibald leads the Black Bears in hits with 41. Deposian and Thorson having trouble getting on the same page, so Archibald backs out. He leads Cowlitz with 4 homers and 29 runs batted in. The 2-2 offering. Curveball outside, ball 3. Chase Lambert is the third baseman tonight for the HarbourCats. Alex Degody at shortstop. Griffin Andrechuk at second base. P.J. Floyd at first base. Ben Polschuk in left field. Austin Gabor in center field. A.J. Alcantara in right field with Jackson Thorson handling the catching duties tonight. As that one is screened foul. Count remains 3-2 on Lauren Archibald. If he can get aboard, then Bowen Ogata would come up. 6-2, HarbourCats leading Cowlitz here in the top of the third. The payoff pitch. Called, strike 3. 4 strikeouts on the evening for Deposian. 6-2 HarbourCats as we move to the bottom of the third on Shaw TV and HarbourCats.com.
Proceeds support Victoria Eagles baseball, red backing
You guys take it over already? Yeah, give it to that boy here to run it over. Sorry about that. Yeah, because I blast out, I go look down, you're already gone.
I always forget.
I'll yell at you next time. That's what it is.
6-2 for the HarbourCats, and Jackson Thorson was at the plate when Austin Gabor was thrown out trying to steal to end the second inning. Will lead off the bottom of the third. He had the big 3-run home run to right field in the first inning, his first West Coast League home run. Ryan Aguilar had homered for Cowlitz of Dominic DePosian in the top of the first. Then Thorson came up, and if he was a poker player, he'd say, well, I'll see your home run and I'll raise you a couple. So it went from a 1-0 deficit to a 3-1 lead with one swing. Callahan Neely still on the mound, and still working in the bullpen is Josh Johnson. 2 balls, no strikes now on Thorson. Ben Polchuk on deck, and then PJ Floyd here in the bottom of the third, which is brought to you by Sports Traders at 608 Discovery Street. Swing and a miss by Thorson. Medford defeated Yakima last night 5-3, doing the HarbourCats a favor. Walla Walla shut out Kitsap 2-0 last night. Those are the only 2 games in the West Coast League. This evening, Bellingham is at Bend in a battle of division leaders. Wenatchee is at Kelowna. Walla Walla at Kitsap. Klamath Falls opens a series in Corvallis. Medford will be at Yakima again tonight. Thorson takes low, ball 4. Third walk of the night for Callahan Neely. Ben Polchuk singled and scored in the first inning. As we check the league leaders in the West Coast League for Alex Burns and Associates, Island Investing made easy at VictoriaRealEstate.com. Hunter Villanueva and Justin Flores, both of Kelowna, having a duel for the batting championship of the West Coast League. Right now, Villanueva hitting .388. Flores batting .384. 0-1 the count on Polchuk. Dan Meyer continues to be the home run leader. He now has 11 for the Medford Rogues. Tyler Davis of Bend continues to lead in runs batted in with 43. Davis's teammate, Pat McGuff, tied for wins along with Wenatchee's Hunter Wells. McGuff and Wells each with 6 victories. The pitch from Neely is in over, strike 1. Check that, make that strike 2. 0-2 the count on Ben Polchuk. HarbourCats leading Cowlitz by a score of 6-2 in the bottom of the third. John Oltman of Kitsap and Adam Klein, also of the Blue Jackets. Speaking of duels, they're having a terrific ERA race. An arms race, if you will. That is high for a ball, 1-2. Oltman, an ERA of 1.13. His teammate, Klein, 1.14. Your league leader is brought to you by Alex Burns and Associates. Fly ball to center field. Aguilar in his tracks makes the catch. 1 on with 1 out. PJ Floyd coming up. He had an RBI double in the second inning. Sorry, in the first inning when the Cats scored 4 times. They then scored 2 more in the second inning. Now lead 6-2. Floyd at 6'2", 185 pounds. Takes high for a ball. Floyd now 3 out of his last 5, and 2 of those 3 hits have been doubles. The pitch in the air to left field and deep. Slate Miller going back, looks up. This is gone. Off off the scoreboard. 2-run homer for P.J. Floyd, and it's 8-2 HarbourCats. Fourth home run of the season for P.J. Floyd. That's in West Coast League play. When the HarbourCats went to Nanaimo on Sunday and played an exhibition game, Floyd hit 3 home runs that day. But in league play, it's 4. And that looks like that'll be the last pitch thrown by Callahan Neely tonight. And we will have a pitching change, and we'll tell you about Josh Johnson when we come in. 8-2 for the HarbourCats on Shaw TV and HarbourCats.com.
Now pitching for the Cowlitz Black Bears, number 7, Josh Johnson.
For the HarbourCats in the bottom of the third. Callahan Neely's night ends after 2 1/3 innings, giving up 8 runs on 6 hits. He walked 3, struck out 4. Now 5'7" left-hander Josh Johnson steps onto the mound. He's from Longview. First man he'll face is Alex Degody. HarbourCats shortstop struck out to end the first inning. Bases empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss by Degody. Johnson attends Midland College. He will be a senior there. 5'7", 165. Johnson making his 9th appearance. That pitch is low for a ball. Johnson has allowed 44 hits in 27 innings. He's walked only 6. He has struck out 15. Degody swings and misses. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Chase Lambert on deck. 8-2 for the HarbourCats in the bottom of the third. Base is empty with 1 man out. And this is fouled out of play. These two teams played each other 6 times in a row back in June. Cowlitz winning 4 of the 6 as Degody takes low for a ball. But it's 8-2 for the HarbourCats tonight. Johnson went 7 innings on June 20th here at Sports Traders Diamond as Degody goes down swinging for the second time tonight. 2 men out in the bottom of the third. Chase Lambert will come up. He singled and scored in the second inning. Johnson gave up 4 runs on 8 hits in 7 innings of work on the 20th of June. Walked 2, struck out 4. Cowlitz won that game 12-8. 2,100 fans that night, 3-hour and 39-minute ball game, and Scott Eckert was the home plate umpire, as he is tonight. The 28th of July. HarbourCats already playing their 42nd game of the season. 12 more to go. After tonight, Lambert with a pop-up. First baseman Sean Sutton makes the catch to end the inning, but the HarbourCats scored 2 more on the home run by P.J. Floyd. And after 3, HarbourCats lead Cowlitz by a score of 8-2 on Sean TV and HarbourCats.com.
Aggies, go!
Quick battery change. That's what they're doing.
All right, we're going down to the third baseline with a fabulous swing and the contestant who is trying to win 500 cash by throwing the ball to the hole in the low Velvet Tap sign. The Velvet Tap contestant team in Victoria located at 1215 West Front Road. Here's our contestant, Paul. Let's see what you got, Paul. Cheer him on, folks. $500 for the team. Just about. Don't forget to keep an eye out for Kate May Batter. That is pretty good for the 13 on Sunday. The 8th batter. Dom Deposian ready to throw his first pitch of the 4th inning. Bowen Ogata, the catcher, standing in the shade, bounces one towards Degody, has it jump up into his lap, the throw across, and Floyd with a good pick on the backhand. Second time that Ogata has grounded to Degody. He reached on an error the first time. This time he's the first out of the 4th inning. Dominic DeMarco was retired on a comebacker his first time up. 8-2 HarbourCats in the 4th. Deposian in the sunshine, throwing to the batter who's in the shade. This little looper, Degody will race over and make the catch. Nice work there by the HarbourCats shortstop. Two men out in the top of the 4th. Cowlitz shortstop Casey Henderson was retired on a nice play by P.J. Floyd over at first base in his first at-bat tonight. The pitch outside, ball 1. Nice ball inside to Henderson. Henderson from San Diego and will attend
University of California at Riverside as a sophomore in September. Now 3-0 the count. 8-2 HarbourCats leading in the fourth. Pitch is high for a ball. A rare walk delivered by Deposian. His first free pass of this night and just the 13th of the season in 57 2/3 innings. Deposian came in with an ERA of 3.18. His last outing was in Bellingham on Thursday. He went 7 innings against the Bells, giving up 2 runs on 7 hits. He walked 4, struck out 6. Lost the ball game 2-0. Hunter Cullen is the batter. Cullen singled, moved to second on an error by the left fielder Polschuk, and then scored on a base hit by Hank Lafort. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hunter Cullen, the Black Bears' right fielder tonight. The 1-1 pitch from Deposian. Swing and a miss. He's had a great changeup tonight. Wilson Transportation, with over 90 vehicles to rent, the official carrier of the HarbourCats. Nowhere to go for a couple of days. They'll be here at Sports Traders Diamond. Hope you come and see us. 6:35 tomorrow night, 1:05 on Thursday afternoon. And we're always looking for your tweets at #HarbourCats. Thorson with a block, and then has to shove Hunter Cullen out of the way. Meanwhile, the runner at first base was going nowhere. Casey Henderson is there with 2 men out. 8-2. HarbourCats leading the Black Bears in the 4th inning. A long way from over. These teams had scored 79 runs against one another in the first 6 games. That pitch is way outside. Deposian not happy with that effort, shaking his head. His teammates had only given him 15 runs of support in the 5 starts, and here they are with 8 in 3 innings tonight. So the last thing he wants to do is be walking people. 2 men out. Big lead for Henderson at first. He'll be running on the pitch as PJ Floyd backs up and covers some more ground defensively as Deposian's pitch to the plate is a high hopper for the second baseman Andrzejczyk. Gets the candy hop and makes the play. 1 runner left through 3.5. It's 8-2 for the HarbourCats on Shaw TV and HarbourCats.com.
Congratulations to Stu Berry. He won a $25 gift card to the cake. Collect that at the info booth. Stu Berry, you know the way. It's now time to throw it down to Myra Lawrence, our hardworking girl in the stands, and basic donut connoisseur for Myra's Moxie Minute.
Best baking donuts I've ever had. I'm standing here with Roland. He's a picture of the Victoria Mariners now. Roland, everybody say hi, Roland. There he is right here. How are you doing up there? All right, good one. Somebody says a picture is throwing shit. What does that mean? All right, throwing pretty hard. Did you throw pretty hard? Okay. Well, that's great. So you're not the ace on the Mariners? All right, tell me this. Your walk-up music, what is it?
Party in the USA.
Obviously. Thornton's Party in the USA. I actually don't know how this song goes. Can you give me a little bit of a sample of this Party in the USA?
So it's playing our song and the flash fly away.
All right, guys, let's send him to Moxie's on Yates and Vancouver. Thanks, Nolan, for playing along. Stick to pitching.
Hopefully it's karaoke night at Moxie's. Leading off for your HarbourCats, the designated hitter number 37, Kevin Caller.
Top of the order in the bottom of the fourth for the HarbourCats. Kevin Collard, Griffin Andrechuk, and Austin Gabor ready to face Josh Johnson, who came on in relief of Callahan Neely last inning. First pitch from Collard, or to Collard rather, drops in for a strike. Kevin struck out and then hit a triple to drive in a run. He also scored. That was off the starter Neely, who lasted 2 1/3 tonight, his shortest outing of the season. Neely giving up 8 runs on 6 hits, and he walked 3 batters in 2 1/3. The 1-1 pitch is hit high and to center field. Well, Aguilera will go back and make the catch. And that is not Christina Aguilera, that is Ryan Aguilar. One man out in the 4th inning. Griffin Andrechuk has walked and hit a sacrifice fly. He has scored a run. He has driven in a run. He takes strike 1. HarbourCats with 4 in the first, 2 in the second, 2 more in the third. And Black Bears with single runs in the first and second inning off Dominic DePosian tonight. One ball, 1 strike to Andrechuk. Came into the game batting .333. He's been solid enough at second base that Chase Lambert has moved over to third. Here's a fly ball to left field. This has a chance to go. Slate Miller, warning track wall. See ya, home run. Griffin Andrechuk beats up the scoreboard. 9-2 HarbourCats. Second home run of the season for Andrechuk. Second RBI of the night, 12th of the year. They're smiling in Nanaimo right now. Andrechuk's former teammates will be here on the weekend participating in the BC Premier League's Final Four championship. Nanaimo Pirates, Okanagan Athletic, North Shore Twins joining the Victoria Eagles, who are hosting the event right here at Sports Traders Diamond. Beginning Friday afternoon and ending on Sunday afternoon. So if you want to see some quality high school baseball while the HarbourCats are out of town, come by and see us. Austin Gabor has walked and struck out. Breaking ball is up and in. Josh Johnson had made 5 starts earlier in the year for Cowlitz. He has an ERA of 6.66. Now 2 balls, 2 strikes on Gabor, playing center field tonight. Gabor hit a grand slam on Saturday night in the second game of a doubleheader sweep of Walla Walla. The pitch by Johnson. Bounce foul. 6:35 tomorrow night for game 2 of this series, and then 1:05 on Sunday afternoon. Beginning Monday night, the 3rd of August, the Yakima Pippins will be here. And that could be for the Wild Card Championship. Who knows? And that division that's been created by the West Coast League. Here's a fly ball to center field. Aguilar's been busy. This one's sending him back, and right in front of the Sports Traders sign, he makes the catch. Two men out in the 4th inning, 9-2. HarbourCats leading as AJ Alcantara steps in. He has struck out and walked. HarbourCats with 3 home runs in this ball game already, 25 on the year. Fly ball towards the right field corner. Hunter Cullen into foul territory, makes the catch. 4 fly balls, 3 are caught, 1 left the ballpark. Griffin Andrechuk with a home run, putting the HarbourCats ahead 9-2 after 4 innings on Shaw TV and HarbourCats.com.
All right, time to work out the mascot.
Inning number 5, and Sports Fitters Diamond inside Royal Athletic Park. 9-2, HarbourCats leading Cowlitz. Sean Sutton, Hank Lafort, Ryan Aguilar to come up for the Black Bears. Stuck in a 5-game losing stretch right now. Here's a fly ball to right field and deep. Alcantara back at the wall. This one will leave the yard. Second home run for the Black Bears tonight, the 5th in the ball game between the two clubs. It's now 9-3. Sean Sutton with a home run to right. First home run of the West Coast League season for Sutton. Just his 8th hit of the year. He's driven in 8 runs. 9-3 HarbourCats. Chase Lambert up on the grass at third as Hank Lafort cues one foul. Lafort with an RBI single his first time and then was retired trying to stretch the single into a double. He was thrown out by center fielder Austin Gabor. Fly ball to left field. Polschak though is playing shallow. And that's the first out of the 5th inning, which is brought to you by Freedom 55. Freedom now, freedom tomorrow. Advice that works for you. Back to the top of the order for the Black Bears. Ryan Aguilar homered in the first inning and is flied to right. One out in the 5th inning. Topouzian with the pitch. That's high for a ball. Tonight's trivia question brought to you by the Alzheimer's Society of BC. There's a rising tide of dementia in British Columbia, but there is hope if we act now. You can learn more at www.alzheimerbc.org. Griffin Andrechuk has his hop up into his lap, and Aguilar is retired. 2 men out in the 5th. Toronto Blue Jays traded their shortstop Jose Reyes to the Colorado Rockies for their shortstop Troy Tulowitzki. We want to know, what college did Tulo play for? He's been in the big leagues for a while now. One of the best fielding shortstops when healthy, and one of the infielders in the major leagues. So he'll have fun hitting in Toronto for the next couple of months. But go back to his college days, and where did Troy Tulowitzki play collegiately? We'll answer the question in the bottom of the 5th inning. There's a ground ball to third for Chase Lambert. The throw across, and Slate Miller is retired. It's a quick inning after the home run off Dominic DePuzian. 9-3. HarbourCats leading on Shot TV and HarbourCats.com.
Text 33344 and message Victoria. Again, that's 33344. Message Victoria. Go Cats. Victoria HarbourCats is proud to be providing live stream broadcast for the team and Coach Picture. The game to be rebroadcast on John Cable. Go to our website at www.harbourcats.com. The pot is over $500 for 50-50. Look for the next 50-50 somewhere. Wait yourself some time. Now batting the catcher from St. Mary's, number 28, Jackson Thorson.
Jackson Thorson will lead off the bottom of the 5th for the HarbourCats, who are ahead of Cowlitz 9-3. Josh Johnson into the wind, the pitch. Under the hands, ball 1. Johnson has faced 6 batters tonight. He's retired 5 of the 6th. And Griffin Andrzejczyk hit a home run off Johnson last inning. That's sharply hit but foul. Down into the very sunny but very empty HarbourCats bullpen. And there's no action in the shady and empty Black Bears on the left field side. Fans down in that right field corner, enjoying the sunshine as Thorson takes a breaking ball inside, and it's 2-1. 9-3, HarbourCats leading Cowlitz. Ben Polschuk on deck, to be followed by PJ Floyd. 2-1 pitch, low and away, ball 3. Little nubber back to the mound. Johnson will field it and throw to Sutton for the easy out. Ben Polschuk is singled and fly to center. The trivia question tonight brought to you by the Alzheimer's Society of British Columbia. Your support provides confidence, offers compassion, creates friendships, and gives hope. The Alzheimer's Society of BC. Trivia question and answer coming right up. Brought to you by Lisco Irrigation and Landscaping. We'll do it again tomorrow night in the 5th inning as the Blue Jays traded their shortstop, Jose Reyes, to Colorado for the Rockies shortstop, Troy Tulowitzki. And we wanted to know what university that he attended as Polschuk hits a pop-up. The second baseman, Dominic DeMarco, with a one-hand catch. 2 down in the 5th inning. PJ Floyd coming up. He's had a big night. Floyd with a double and a home run. He's scored once. He's driven in 3. And Long Beach State is where they'd call it. One of the original Dirtbags. Their manager there, and the style they played, hard work and always dirty, and eventually got the name of the team officially changed to Dirtbags. And that's where Tulowitzki played, and now he's going to be a Blue Jay. Josh Johnson's pitch. Breaking ball in and over for a strike to Floyd. Another Alzheimer's Society of BC trivia question tomorrow night in the 5th inning. Thursday afternoon. It's a 1:05 first pitch on Thursday before the HarbourCats get out of town as Floyd lifts one into deep left center field. Aguilar will race over and run it down. Aguilar with an excellent jump, taking an extra base hit away from Floyd. First time the HarbourCats are blanked. We move to the 6th inning. Hometown ahead 9-3 on Shaw TV and HarbourCats.com.
I'm actually going to give Shannon a gift certificate to Love Salon. She doesn't even have to do it. In the meantime, we're going to do a little learning for you with Ray and Shannon can help. So Dave, you want to play us a tune and see if we can get this? Well, the last 3 music trivias we've done, the girl ends up singing along, so that's usually a good sign that you know it. It is Raise a Little Hell by Trooper, great job. So I got a gift certificate. We're going to give that one to Andre just so he feels like he's won something today as well. Good job, Andre. We'd like to wish a very happy birthday to Anne-Marie Crouch. She is a host family for one of our pitchers, Mikey Wright. So very happy birthday to Anne-Marie. Leading off to the Black Bears, designated hitter number 21, Lauren Archibald.
9-3 for the HarbourCats as we move to the 6th inning at Sports Traders Diamond, and Lauren Archibald, Bowen Ogata, Dominic DeMarco will come up and face Dominic Topouzian. This one is cued off the end of the bat, foul. Topouzian's last start, a good one, but a loss against Bellingham last Thursday. 2 runs, 7 hits in 7 innings of work against the Bells. Unfortunately, 3 Bellingham pitchers combined to shut the HarbourCats out 2-0. Fly ball to right field, and when it comes down, AJ Alcantara will make the catch. Archibald now 0 for 3 as he struck out his first 2 times up against Topouzian. Bowen Ogata has been working out Alex Degody at shortstop. A couple of short ground balls to the shortstop, 1 for an error and 1 for an out. Ogata now 3 for his last 15. Takes low for a ball. 9-3, HarbourCats leading Cowlitz. Top of the 6th inning, which is brought to you by Alex Burns and Associates. Island investing made easy at VictoriaRealEstate.com. The 2-0 pitch to Ogata is a strike over the outside edge. Seventh meeting of the season between these two clubs, and the HarbourCats now have scored 52 runs against Cowlitz pitching. That foul ball got a chunk of Jackson Thorson. Chase Lambert is the third baseman tonight. Alex Degody, the shortstop. Griffin Andrechuk at second base. PJ Floyd at first, with Ben Polschuk in left field. Austin Gabor in center field. AJ Alcantara in right field. Dominic Topouzian with the 2-2 pitch. Low ball 3. HarbourCats looking for their 4th win in their last 5 games. They went 1-5 against Bellingham in back-to-back series, but they've rebounded nicely and have got themselves into the wild card race. Starting play tonight, a half a game behind Walla Walla, a full game behind Yakima, 2.5 back of Corvallis. The Corvallis Knights right now lead the wild card division at 23-19. HarbourCats trying to get back to the 500 mark with a win here tonight. The club record for wins in a season is 24. Ground ball to Lambert. And a throw across on target and in time. Two men out in the sixth. Dominic DeMarco is grounded back to Deposian and hit a little looper that the shortstop Degodi went over and made a diving catch on. It's been a battle of the long ball tonight. The HarbourCats with 3 home runs. Griffin Andrzejczyk, Jackson Thorson, and PJ Floyd. Cowlitz has left the building twice. Ryan Aguilar and Sean Sutton taking Deposian deep. The HarbourCats home runs have accounted for 6 runs, just 2 for Cowlitz, as Deposian will throw out DeMarco for the second time tonight. Deposian's retired 7 in a row. Bottom of the 6th inning coming up. Alex Degodi will lead it off. It's 9-3 for the HarbourCats on Shaw TV and HarbourCats.com.
I've got 3 cats here. They each have a letter. Now your question is, you can hold up your letter so everybody can see. Name the French star who became famous for the Bruce Springsteen video, Dancing in the Dark. Is it A, David Schwimmer, B, Jennifer Aniston, or C, Courtney Cox? It is C. Congratulations, C. You have won a $50 gift pack to Upper Deck Sports Lounge. I'm going to throw it over to Jim. I'm not sure where he is, but go ahead, Jim.
Right here, thanks. I'm up on the stairs in our section 10. Hey, Vicky White, you're standing up. Give everybody a wave. Vicky, stand up. Vicky White, happy birthday from Sunday, Vicky. Happy birthday, Vicky, for Sunday. There you go. One of our billet families. If you're a member of a family of one of our players and you're in here visiting us right now, I can't go through the list. Please stand up. The Paul Shucks, everybody else who's here. Do you know that Don Priest, Jake Priest's grandfather, who coached the Tyes back in the 50s, is with us today. Where are you, sir? There you are right there. That is outstanding. It's great to have you back. What a story. Thank you very much for visiting us. I'm going to come say hi in a second. Thanks to all the families who make their way up here and for letting us have your sons for the summer as well. We hope they're having a great time. Thanks, guys.
Leading off for your HarbourCats, the shortstop, number 24, Alex Degodi.
With the second time around for the HarbourCats, and Degodi finds himself in a 1-1 count. Chase Lambert on deck, and then Kevin Collard. The pitch over the outside corner for a strike. HarbourCats with 4 in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the third. A solo run in the fourth. Johnson retired the Cats in order in the 5th inning. This one is punched towards the foul line and right. And Hunter Cullen will move over to make the catch. Chase Lambert is singled and popped up to the first baseman. 1 for 2 in the game. He has scored a run. Lambert, 5'11", 155 from Malibu, California. He'll be a freshman at Pepperdine in Malibu this fall. Strike one from Johnson. Here's a shot past the third baseman into left field. Lafort threw the glove out, but the ball went by, and a base hit for Lambert, his second of the game. Lambert 2 out of 3 in this game. 4 for his last 11.
37,
Kevin Collard is 1 for 3. He had an RBI triple in the second inning. Also scored a run. 9-3, HarbourCats leading. They've doubled the Black Bears in hits, 8-4. The pitch by Johnson is lined to right. That's a fair ball. Lambert on his way to third as Cullen goes and picks up the baseball. It's a double for Kevin Collard. Runners at second and third with one man out.
Now batting the second baseman, number 41,
Griffin Andrechuk's had a good night. He's walked, hit a sacrifice fly, and hit his second home run as a HarbourCat. 1 for 1 officially with 2 runs scored and 2 runs driven in. Bullpen remains empty for Cowlitz. Johnson has made 5 starts this year. Coming into tonight, he had pitched in 27 innings. Infield has to come in now all the way around for the Black Bears, who trail 9-3. Andrechuk takes slow ball 1. $6:35 for the first pitch tomorrow night, 1:05 on Thursday. Go to HarbourCats.com and see how easy it is to buy tickets online. There's a line drive base hit to center field. Lambert scores, and being held at third is Collard. RBI single for Andrechuk, who stays hot. It's 10-3, HarbourCats.
Now batting the center fielder, number 10, Austin Gilmore.
Third RBI of the night for Andrechuk. You know, he's 13 on the season. There is now activity in the bullpen for the Black Bears. Camden Mueller is throwing. 10-3, HarbourCats leading. 10 runs on 10 hits. Runners at first and third with 1 out for Austin Gabor, who is 0 for 2 in the game. The pitch by Josh Johnson. Andrechuk's running. The pitch taken for a ball, and it's a stolen base for Andrechuk without a throw.
That is another stolen base.
Second swipe of the night for Andrechuk, his 6th of the year. Steal number 68 for the HarbourCats. Now runners at second and third with 1 man out. Breaking ball drops in for a strike. Five RBI in the last 5 games for Gabor. That's tops in the HarbourCats ball club over that stretch. And from the stretch, the pitch by Johnson. That's a strike. Collard at third, Andrechuk at second with 1 man out. A run home here in the 6th. A ball and 2 strikes on Gabor. The pitch, a little bouncer. Sutton will field it, can't make the play at home. The play to first will not be in time. It's 11-3 for the HarbourCats.
Now batting the right fielder, number 30, A.J.
Infield single for Gabor, gets colored home. I think Josh Johnson expected that Sutton would let that ball go to the second baseman, so he was late covering. But once Sutton committed to the ball and made the diving catch, there was nobody to cover first, and Sutton was in no position to throw home. So we will have a pitching change for the Cowlitz Black Bears, with the HarbourCats leading 11-3 on Shaw TV and HarbourCats.com.
Congratulations to Catherine Townsend, Bob Beckwith, Melissa Daniels, and Sunny Gore. You have all one other teams genuinely. Fans would have had irrigation going on with business like Jeff Fisher, Fisherworks Irrigation Services, serving Greater Victoria, residential and major contractors. HarbourCats would like to thank our great sponsor, Bureau Casino, for their support. Thank you, Casino.
Next time we'll have to get you a platform for the right here for the camera. Yeah. Next year. Right here, right here. We'll just put a thing out.
Third pitcher of the night for Cowlitz is Camden Muller. 3 innings of work from Josh Johnson. 5 hits, no walks, and the strikeout. After Callahan Neely went 2 1/3 tonight and gave up 8 runs on 6 hits and walked 3. HarbourCats lead 11-3. Cats looking for their 4th win in their last 5 games, trying to get their record to 500 once again at 21-21 and stay with Walla Walla, Yakima, and Corvallis in the wild card division. AJ Alcantara will be the first man that Muller faces. 5'11", 160. He'll be a sophomore at George Fox University. Oregon native. Comes in with 1 out in the 6th inning. HarbourCats at 1st and 3rd. Andrechuk is at 3rd. Gabor is at 1st. Infield at double play depth for the Black Bears. First thing that Muller will do is throw to first. It's Sutton and DeMarco on the right side of the infield defensively for Cowlitz, with Lafort and Henderson on the left side. Miller, Aguilar, and Cullen in the outfield from left to right, with Bowen Ogata, the catcher. $11 runs and 11 hits for the HarbourCats. 3 runs on 4 hits for Cowlitz.
2 more runs added for HarbourCats. Camden Muller called on to be set at 11.
Muller finally throws one to the plate and gets a strike call from Scott Eckert. Matt Lowndes and Jared Roberts are on the bases tonight. That'll be your 3-man crew, which will continue here tomorrow night. First pitch at 6:35 and then 1:05 on Thursday afternoon. There's a base hit back to the middle for Alcantara. Andrechuk will score. DeBoer stops at second. HarbourCats now lead 12-3. Runners at first and second with one out for Jackson Thorson. 3-run home run in the first inning. I got the HarbourCats offense kick-started as Cowlitz had scored at 1 in the top of the first. HarbourCats came up with 4 in the bottom of the first, with Thorson's blast to right being the big one. Griffin Andrechuk and PJ Floyd have also hit home runs here tonight for the HarbourCats, who now lead 12-3. Bottom of the 6th inning. Fly ball to center field. Aguilar comes in to make the catch. He wasn't so sure about that one off the bat. Big swing from the big catcher, but it was off the end, so the ball didn't carry. And Aguilar was able to make the adjustment for the second out of the 6th inning. Ben Polschuk is 1 for 3 in the game. Muller is making his 13th appearance, all out of the bullpen for Cowlitz. In 19 2/3 innings, he's allowed 14 hits. He's walked 13 batters and struck out 24. Muller with an ERA of 3.25. Breaking ball is high, ball 1 to Polschuk. Polschuk has singled and scored, fly to center and popped to second. Polschuk at 6'4", 195 from Clayton, California. Cuts and comes up empty. HarbourCats have scored in every inning but the 5th so far here tonight. Josh Johnson put them down in order in the 5th inning, but they've come back here in the 6th with a vengeance, scoring 3 and have a 12-3 lead. Runners lead from first and second with 2 men out. Fastball is outside. 2 balls and a strike on Ben Polschuk, who has family here from California watching. Watching a good one from the home team perspective tonight, the first of 3 with the Black Bears. Fisted into left center field. Aguilar's been very busy, but it's going to be the left fielder who comes in and makes the catch. Slate Miller with a long run takes a hit away from Polschuk to end the inning, but the HarbourCats scored 3. As we move to the 7th, it's 12-3 for Victoria on HarbourCats.com and Shaw TV.
It's Disney back time. We've got Megan and Dana. Go, boy. On your marks, get set, spin. It is last call for 50-50 tickets. Last call for 50-50 tickets. The pot is over 650. That is a fair chunk of change to your home with folks. We would like to thank our great sponsors.
Oh, I didn't do it. Way to be. Way to be. That was great. I reward you a shoe. All right, so here's the here's the Disney Bat secret. We don't have agents. We just come. Probably about
leading off for the Cowlitz Black Bears, this is number 30,
Through 6 innings of play, HarbourCats with 12 runs on 12 hits. Cowlitz with 3 runs on 4 hits. HarbourCats have been charged with 3 errors in the game, but they haven't hurt them. Black Bears have played errorless baseball so far tonight. There's been 5 home runs hit, 3 by the home team, 2 by the visitors. And Dominic Dupuzian goes to work here in the 7th against Casey Henderson, the Black Bears shortstop. First pitch, strike. Hunter Cullen on deck, then Sean Sutton. Henderson has popped to first and walked. 1 ball, 1 strike. Dupuzian has walked 1, struck out 4 through 6 innings. And he's ahead in the count, 0-2. One ball, 2 strikes the count on Henderson. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 5 for Dominic Dupuzian. Struck out 6 in his last start on Thursday in Bellingham. Dupuzian from Clovis, California. He'll be a junior at Fresno State. 6 feet, 187. Hunter Cullen went around in a high fastball. The pitcher that Dupuzian looks up to the most, Tim Lincecum of the Giants. Pitch low and inside, 1 ball, 1 strike on Hunter Cullen, who is 1 for 2 in the ball game. He is singled and grounded to second. That one's at the top of the strike zone. 1-2. (12-3) HarbourCats leading Cowlitz. Hunter Cullen takes a breaking ball that just came around the plate. Busy household growing up for the Dupuzian family. Dominic has 4 brothers and a sister. Two-two pitch hit off the end of the bat. Gabor racing in, and he'll make the catch. Always a tough play for an outfielder, but that ball's hit off the end of the bat. It's a full swing, but the ball doesn't carry very far. Enabled him to come in and make the grab for the second out. Sean Sutton homered his last time up. Fouled out to Chase Lambert at third base in the second inning. 0-1 the count on Sutton. Once again, Dupuzian not pleased with the decision behind the plate by Scott Eckert. 1-1 the count. Bases empty, 2 men out. That one catches enough plate to be called strike 2. Sutton, 6'4", from Hayden, Idaho. Attends Seattle University. Two balls, 2 strikes with 2 men out. HarbourCats leading Cowlitz by a score of 12-3. Sutton with another drive to right. This one looks playable for A.J. Alcantara. Now he'll make the catch. That one didn't even make it to the warning track as Sutton is retired. And that's 9 in a row for DePuzian since the home run by Sutton was hit in the 5th. 7th inning stretch time at Sports Traders Diamond. 12-3 for the HarbourCats on Shaw TV and HarbourCats.com.
Leading off for your HarbourCats, the first baseman, number 50, P.J. Floyd.
Case Lambert scheduled for the Cats against Camden Muller. First pitch all the way to the backstop. 12-3 HarbourCats out in front here. Cats looking to go 11-10 here at home.
We'll get you next time.
After the doubleheader sweep of Walla Walla on Saturday. And scoring, of course, more than 5 runs as they've done here tonight. Going to extend their record when they do score 5 in a game to 16-6. P.J. Floyd has driven in 3 runs tonight. RBI double in the first, 2-run home run. And a fly ball to center field that was well hit his last time up. The pitch from Cam Miller is fouled out of play. Two and 2 the count on P.J. Floyd. This will go foul. Callahan Neely started tonight for Cowlitz, gave up 8 runs on 6 hits in 2 1/3. Then Josh Johnson giving up 4 runs on 5 hits in 3 innings of work. Dominic DePuzian has been the only pitcher used for the HarbourCats thus far, but there is activity in the bullpen as Floyd lifts one to center. Catch made by Aguilar, and there's 1 man out. Alex Degody is over 3 tonight. He struck out twice and flied to right. Two-time West Coast League All-Star from Miami, Florida, Alex Degody sees the first pitch from Muller, and it's high, ball 1. HarbourCats looking for their 3rd win of the season against Cowlitz, against 4 losses. They've now scored 55 runs off the Black Bears pitching staff. Degody takes a strike. 55-39, the scoring aggregate between the two clubs, and yet Cowlitz has won 4 games and the HarbourCats have won 2. This is punched past the second baseman, a base hit for Degody. Dominic DeMarco laying out, has the dirty uniform but doesn't have the baseball. Baker's dozen in the hit column tonight. 12 runs on 13 hits for the HarbourCats. who in their previous 5 games had 31 hits. So an average of 6 hits a game for the last week. 13 on the board here tonight. Chase Lambert has 2 of them. 2 for 3 in the ball game. He has scored 2 runs. Strike 1 from Muller. Runner at first base with 1 man out in the 7th inning. Little chopper foul. Kevin Cowlitz is in the on-deck circle for the HarbourCats, who will play the Black Bears again tomorrow night at 6:35 here at Sports Traders Diamond, and then on Thursday afternoon at 1:05. The pitch outside for a ball. BC Premier League Final Four will take over Athletic Park for the weekend. HarbourCats will return to play the Yakima Valley Pippins on Monday. There's a line drive that's past the second baseman again. DeMarco couldn't come up with it. And getting into second base ahead of the throw is Degody. So it's first and second. Chase Lambert with his 3rd hit of the night. Runners at first and second with 1 out. Kevin Cowlitz has had a couple of base hits tonight.
Number 12, Torren Goldstein.
And it won't be Cowlitz, it'll be Torren Goldstein who'll come at the bat. Cowlitz was 2 for 4 with 2 runs scored. A triple and a double. But right now it'll be Goldstein who bats. Only making his 2nd appearance in the last 6 games. He had 1 at-bat in the past 5 games. He takes ball 1 low from Camden Muller. Goldstein is 7 for 45 overall, a 156 average. 1 home run, 4 runs batted in. Swinging a foul out of play from Goldstein. Griffin Andrechuk would be next. Black Bears set up for a double play on the infield. HarbourCats lead 12-3. Little tapper foul. Back on June 17th, down in Longview, HarbourCats put up 17 runs on the Black Bears. PJ Floyd had 5 RBI that night, and Floyd back at it again tonight with 3 runs batted in. Another foul ball off the bat of Torren Goldstein. 1-2 the count with 1 out. Alec Degody at second base. Chase Lambert at first base with 1 man out. The pitch by Muller is grounded foul again. Bottom of the 7th inning, 12-3 for the HarbourCats. Cats have scored in every inning but the 5th. Muller, who is the 3rd pitcher for Cowlitz tonight, delivers as a weak roller to second. DeMarco will flip to the shortstop, and that's all they'll get as that ball wasn't hit hard enough. So wisely hanging onto the ball is Casey Henderson at second base after Lambert was forced out. Griffin Andrechuk's had a big night. The Nanaimo product is 2 for 2. He's scored 3 times. He's driven in 3 runs. He has hit a home run. He's stolen 2 bases. His coaches at Seattle University will be happy with the progress that Andreychuk is making here this summer. 5'10", 185 from Nanaimo. HarbourCats 12, Black Bears 3 in the 7th inning. Runners at first and third with 2 men out. Strike one from Camden Muller. It appears Dominic Dupuzian's evening is done, as there is activity in the HarbourCats bullpen down the right field line. The pitch to Andreychuk is a ball outside. The pitch to Andreychuk is outside for a ball. When you're going good, you can take that pitch. When you're struggling, you probably swing at it. That pitch was just about a ball width off the corner, and Andreychuk, who's seeing the ball real well right now, took that. Griffin is 7 for his last 18. He takes that pitch low. Andreychuk has scored 5 times in his last 6 games. Goldstein at first. He goes, and his pitch is hit high in the air to left field, sending Miller into the corner. That ball is off the foul pole. Home run, Griffin Andreychuk. What a night. Second home run. And the HarbourCats now lead 15-3. Andreychuk 3 out of 3 on the night. And he's driven in 6 runs.
Number 7, Reno Rankin.
So while Andreychuk's teammates celebrate his huge night, Greg Merritt goes back to his bench and brings in Reno Rankin to hit for Austin Gabor, with the score now 15-3. And Ryan Wood is throwing in the bullpen right now for Cowlitz. Pitch is high to Rankin. Rankin batting 191. 2 runs batted in. 2 men out, bases empty. And they are empty because Griffin Andreychuk emptied them. HarbourCats now at 15 runs on 14 hits. They had scored 18 runs in their previous 5 games. The pitch high for a ball, and they've almost reached that total here tonight against Cowlitz. Who had been pitching pretty well, despite losing 5 out of 6 as Rankin goes too far. In a stretch where the Bears are 1-5, their ERA is only 3.4. The problem is they're hitting .236 as a team. Rankin takes low for ball 4.
Now batting the right fielder, number 3, A.J. Alcantara.
And as A.J. Alcantara is introduced to hit, there'll be another pitcher who will make his way into the game. With the HarbourCats leading 15-3 in the bottom of the 7th. on Shaw TV and HarbourCats.com.
It is a pink ticket. Number 01424117. That is 0142417. You have 5 to 7 minutes to get down and clean the prize in the booth. 0142417.
Ryan Wood is the fourth pitcher used tonight by the Cowlitz Black Bears. He comes in with 2 men out in the 7th inning. Reno Rankin is the runner at first base, and A.J. Alcantara will be the hitter. Alcantara 1 for 3 in the ballgame. He has scored a run, he has driven in a run. 15-3 for the HarbourCats. The pitch outside, ball 1. Ryan Wood is 6'2", 195. He's from Meridian, Indiana, and will be a junior at Corbin College. Load inside, ball 2. Wood making his 11th appearance for Cowlitz. He's pitched in 11 2/3 innings, allowing 9 hits. He has struck out 9, but the problem for Wood is control. He has walked 20 batters. And he's behind Alcantara 3-0. Swinging 3-0, ahead by 12. Alcantara to the plate. Left-hander Peyton Burks throwing in the Black Bears bullpen. 2 men out in the 7th inning. Alcantara with a pop-up for the first baseman Sean Sutton to make the catch to end the inning. But another 3-run inning for the HarbourCats, who lead 15-3 over Cowlitz on Shaw TV and HarbourCats.com. 15-3 for the HarbourCats as we move to the top of the 8th inning, and Mikey Wright comes on to pitch. And a new batter as Hawken Landy is hitting for Hank Lafort. Wright's pitch is inside for a ball, 2-0. HarbourCats scoring in every inning but the 5th. 4 in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the third, 1 in the 4th, 3 in the 6th, and 3 more in the 7th. Swing and a miss. 2 home runs for Griffin Andrechuk. Jackson Thorson with a 3-run home run and a 2-run blast by P.J. Floyd. As the HarbourCats have broken out the heavy artillery here tonight against Cowlitz, leading 15-3. Two and 2 now, the count on Landy. The pitch by Mikey Wright is low for a ball. Hawken Landy is just 4 for 48. An .083 average. The pitch by Wright is popped up. Alex to go to the shortstop. Makes the one-handed catch as the wind was playing some tricks with that. 1 out in the 8th inning. Ryan Aguilar got his club off to a great start. He hit the second pitch of the game up Dom Topouzian for a home run. Since then has grounded to second and flied to right. Topouzian, 7 innings of work tonight, 3 runs on 4 hits. He walked just 1, struck out 5. And after receiving 15 runs of support in his previous 5 starts, he gets 15 tonight. Two balls and no strikes. The pitch is low for a ball, 3-0. Mikey Wright making his 11th appearance, and he walks Aguilar on 4 pitches. Isaac Bernard will pinch hit now. 220-pound left-hand hitter from Hanford, Washington. He'll bat for Slate Miller. And there's a strike from Mikey Wright. Wright with an ERA of 6. He's allowed 18 hits in 15 innings, walking 15, striking out 11. Wright is 0 for 2. Or no wins, 2 losses. Pitching for the HarbourCats out of the pen. Bernard is second on the Cowlitz Ball Club in runs scored. He's come across 27 times. This bouncer, fielded by Degodi, he'll step on the bag, then throw to first, but not in time. Bernard reaches on the fielder's choice. That ball just took Degodi far enough away from the second base bag that he couldn't complete the double play. So Bernard was batting .286. Aboard on the fielder's choice. He's there with 2 out. 15-3. HarbourCats leading in the 8th inning. Lauren Archibald stands in. 0 for 3 in the ball game. He struck out twice against Toposian and flied to right. He takes high ball 1. P.J. Floyd is not holding Bernard at first base. This fly ball down to the left field corner. Pulls shot. Can't get to it. The ball drops foul. So Bernard returns to first, and returning to home plate is Archibald. Lauren Archibald leads Cowlitz with 41 hits, 4 home runs, 29 RBIs. But he's also struck out 31 times, and that is the most on the ball club. Came in batting .268. Bernard takes off, and they don't even cover the bag. That'll be defensive indifference, they call that. Not a stolen base for Bernard. They weren't holding him, and no one even covered. 15-3, and 2 men out in the 8th inning. The HarbourCats let him go. The pitch taken for a ball by Archibald. And third batter in the inning that Wright has had a 3-ball count. Wright hasn't pitched in a West Coast League game since the 16th. This one's fouled to the screen by Archibald. Wright pitched 1 inning against Bellingham on Thursday the 16th. Gave up a couple of hits, did not walk a batter, did not strike out a batter. Three and 2 the count on Lauren Archibald. This ball is in the left center field. Gabor didn't see it, and so it'll drop for a hit. Archibald will get to second base. You can tell that Gabor just never saw that ball. The lights here at Sports Traders Diamond are really set for soccer or football. And it can be difficult at times for defenders. So it's a gift double for Archibald, who just picked up his 30th RBI of the year. 15-4. HarbourCats leading. Bowen Ogata takes high ball 1. Ogata is 0 for 3 in the ball game. This pitch is fouled over the roof, covering the grandstand here at Sports Traders Diamond. The pitch to Agata, taken for a strike. 1-2 on the Cowlitz catcher. HarbourCats leading 15-4, well on their way with a third straight win and 4 in their last 5 games. Another looper that'll be foul. This one will turn into a souvenir on the first base side. Hope to see you here tomorrow night, 6:35 for the first pitch, and then Thursday afternoon, a 1:05 start. Then the bus ride to Wenatchee, Washington. HarbourCats will be there Friday night, Saturday night, and Sunday. Make their way back in time to play Yakima Valley here at Sports Traders Diamond on Monday, August 3rd. It's going to be warm in Wenatchee. Runner at second base with 2 men out. Mikey Wright working to Bowen Ogata with the count 2-2. And it's now 3-2. Zach Bonneau is now going to catch, replacing Jackson Thorson. Bonneau will get an at-bat to lead off the 8th inning, which is coming right up as Mikey Wright strikes out Bowen Ogata. 1 run on 1 hit. It's now 15-4 as they cue up Neil Diamond for the bottom of the 8th on Shaw TV and HarbourCats.com.
I think you guys can do better than that. You're getting better, but they still can't hear you in the light. I want to hear it from him before you run in. And includes you, Ted. Now batting, rear HarbourCats, the captain number 33, Zach Bonneau.
Zach Bonneau leading off the 8th inning for the HarbourCats, who lead this ball game 15-4. Bonneau came on defensively in the top of the inning, gets his first at bat. He's ahead in the count, 2 balls, no strikes. Ryan Wood is the pitcher, and that's a strike. HarbourCats with 15 runs on 15 hits. Cowlitz with 4 runs on 5 hits. 3-1 the count. The pitch from Ryan Wood on the way. Very high, ball 4.
Now batting the left fielder, number 41, Jake Freeze.
Jake Freeze will get an at bat. Freeze will bat for Ben Polschuk and play left field. Freeze batting .224, 2 home runs, 7 runs batted in. Wood bounces one, fielded at third, and the turn at second in time for the double play. Landy started it. And it's now Curtis Perrin who's at second base. Two men out. P.J. Floyd, the batter. He's driven in 3 runs, 2 for 4, a double, a home run, 3 RBI, and a run scored. This one's grounded foul by Floyd. Pitch by Ryan Wood is taken for a ball. So it's Landy at third now, Graffinino at second, Perrin at first, and Sutton still over it. Or Perrin at second and Sutton still over at first. That pitch goes all the way to the backstop. 15-4, HarbourCats leading Cowlitz in the first of a 3-game series. Eighth inning is brought to you by Freedom 55. Freedom today, freedom tomorrow. Advice that works for you. And Floyd will take a walk. Runner at first with 2 men out. 5 walks tonight by Cowlitz pitching to go with their 5 strikeouts. HarbourCats with 15 hits, scoring 15 runs. All the runs earned as the Bears have not been charged with an error tonight. Alex Tagoti, the batter, takes high ball 1. Tagoti is 1 for 4. A single, a run scored. That pitch hits him. HarbourCats have pretty much done everything except for a sacrifice bunt in this game. They've hit for the cycle, a single, double, triple home run. In fact, they've hit 4 home runs. They've had batter hit now by a pitch. They have taken walks. They have hit into a double play. They have struck out. This would be, if you're learning how to scorekeep, this would be a great game for it. Pretty much everything has happened. No sacrifice bunt. There has been a sacrifice fly. There has not been a balk. But we're not done yet. Coming into this appearance, Ryan Wood had walked 20 batters in less than 12 innings of work. So the fact that he's walked 2 and hit a man is not a big surprise. He's here this summer to work on his control. Meridian, Indiana, and Corbin College. And they are going to make another move to the pen. Pitcher number 5 will be called on. We'll tell you about it in a moment. 15-4, HarbourCats leading on Shaw TV and HarbourCats.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you need a little snack, Royal Pizza is just $2 per slice. $2 per slice of Royal, about like that.
Fifth pitcher of the night from the Cowlitz Black Bears is Peyton Burks. Runners at first and second with 2 men out. Chase Lambert hits one into right field that's going to be caught by Hunter Cullen. So 1 pitch for Peyton Burks, and he gets the job done. On to the 9th inning, and Cowlitz needs 11 to tie. It's 15-4 for the HarbourCats on Shaw TV and HarbourCats.com.
All right, friends, it's time for this FM Kiss Cam. Look at the big screen. We have news for you today.
15-4 for the HarbourCats as we move to the 9th inning. And batting for the first time since coming into the ballgame defensively was AJ Graffinino. He'll face Brett Irvine. First pitch outside, ball one. Irvine's high school season with the Victoria Mariners just ended a week ago. And the pitch in for a strike. Irvine's West Coast League debut. Breaking ball outside. From Lambrick Park High School here in Victoria. Fastball is low. 3-0 on Graffinino. Graffinino batting .317. No home runs, 6 runs batted in. And he takes low for a ball. And Irvine's pitch is high to Curtis Perrin from Vancouver, Washington, and attends Seattle University. Teammate of Griffin Andrechuk of the HarbourCats. 15-4, HarbourCats leading Cowlitz. 1,960 in attendance. And there's a strike. Home plate umpire Scott Eckert making the call. Breaking ball in for a strike. Hunter Cullen is on deck for the Cowlitz Black Bears. They're on their way to their 6th consecutive defeat. Well, the HarbourCats will win their 4th in their last 5 outings and get back to 500 at 21-21. Perrin swings and misses, so Irvine has his first West Coast League strikeout. Hunter Cullen is 1 for 3 tonight.
Now that is right fielder number 23, Hunter Cullen.
Griffin Andrechuk, the hitting star this evening with 6 RBI for the HarbourCats. 2 home runs. Andrechuk scored 4 runs. Was 3 for 3 with 6 RBI. Tricky hop for Degody, and Andrechuk will throw to first, but not in time. That would have been icing on the cake for the 6 RBI night to end it with a double play. But Matt Lowndes says no. Cullen beat the rap. So 2 men out. And Sean Sutton will get a chance to hit for the 4th time tonight. He is 1 for 3 with a home run. Come from behind victory is going to be for the HarbourCats. Remember, Cowlitz scored in the top of the 1st when Ryan Aguilar homered. But then Jackson Thorson answered that with a 3-run blast, part of a 4-run inning. Andrechuk will go back and make the catch that ends the game, and that is fitting as he had an outstanding night. Driving in the 6. Okay, the HarbourCats score in 6 out of 8 innings in this ball game. They hit 4 home runs. Dominic DePosian gets the win. He's 4 and 4, and Callahan Neely takes the loss. His record drops to 1 and 4. Game 1 of a 3-game series with the Cowlitz Black Bears and Victoria HarbourCats, and Game 1 goes to the home team. 15 runs on 15 hits, 3 errors for the HarbourCats, but they did not factor into the scoring at all. 4 runs, 5 hits, and no errors for Cowlitz. 1,960. Seeing a ball game that was played in 2 hours, 58 minutes.
On behalf of HarbourCats players, staff, and management,
So for my even more silent than normal partner, Kevin the intern, and Chris Jaycox and his entire crew from Go Live Broadcasts. I'm Jay Longprey. Thanks for being with us tonight. 6:35 for the first pitch tomorrow night with the Black Bears and the HarbourCats here at Sports Traders Diamond. That's 15, Cowlitz 4 on Shaw TV and HarbourCats.com.